quarter. They're down by 12 right now under the net. Emily Roper puts it up, and she gets her third point of the night. She's got one free throw and one field goal. Brooklyn Smitherman back on the floor, along with Jayla Jones. Jones took a three-pointer. The boy, from my angle, I thought that was gonna go in, but Ashlyn Shade hustled down there to the baseline to keep that ball in the possession of the Millers. That was good hustle on her part, Perry.
Absolutely. Jayla Jones averaging 7.1 per game. She's a good three-point shooter, so, you know.
Ashlyn Shade tries to split the defense. She kind of got bumped a little bit there, and her shot was not what you could call a very good shot. But Brooklyn Smitherman comes up with the ball, and Mackenzie Thomas comes in and ties it up. And the possession arrow this time is pointing toward the Millers. So the Millers get a break on that one. Ashlyn Shade with the ball. Caitlin Shoemaker. Shoemaker again. She had a three-point try her first time and sunk it. Couldn't get lucky the second time. Rebounded by Emily Roper. Evan Spidell brings it down. Tried to get it over to Mackenzie Thomas, and that one just was a little bit out of her reach. That's going to Mallory Miller is going to get a rest, and that's going to bring Reagan Wilson back into the game for Coach Buckley's Millers. Shoemaker with the ball out beyond the arc. Wilson tried to drive into the middle, couldn't get there. Shoemaker with it. Good ball movement on the part of the Millers here. Jones looking for a little bit of help in the corner now. Finally gets it from the Millers, and that one Miller and three Greyhounds there for the rebound on that one, Perry. Jayla Jones is going to pick up a foul for the Noblesville Millers. That will be her third team foul of the half. That brings Riley Pennington back in. She's going to give Evan Spidell a little breather.
Yeah, Coach Trumpy's giving these gals little breathers as we go along here.
Well, they've only got 10 players dressed tonight, so they're...
and she only goes about 8 deep usually.
Yeah. Double teamed in the corner on Lash. Thomas in the corner. Three-pointer from Hannah Lash. She's got 5 points now for the Greyhounds tonight. She's got half of their points. Into the middle. That's going to be an offensive foul called against Jayla Jones. Unfortunately for Jayla, she's going to pick up her second foul already. Not only going to pick up the foul, but it's going to wipe out 2 points. I thought she was going to go to the line for a three-pointer.
I did too, but, you know.
We're pretty close to the action on this end, but that was close. And I will give the officials the benefit of the doubt. Miller's trying to tie up the ball. Finally ends up in the hands of Brooklyn Smitherman. Reagan Wilson setting the offense. She drives. She's going to put the layup up. Had that blocked by Mackenzie Thomas.
Thomas is pretty good inside.
Yes, she is.
I've seen her in a couple games where she's really played well inside.
She's got some presence in there. Three on the way from the corner once again by Lash. That was missed. Greyhounds get the rebound. That's going to be tied up, and we're going to have a jump ball, but it's going to go right back to the Carmel Greyhounds. And that's going to bring Brooklyn Ely into the game for her first time tonight for the Noblesville Millers. She'll take the place of Jayla Jones. I think Jones probably headed to the bench because she picked up 2 fouls.
Yeah. Ely, another one of those sophomores, Brad, that Coach Buckley's loaded with on this team.
Jump shot by Emily Roper misses. That height of Brooklyn Smitherman made that rebound.
And another sophomore, Brad.
Yep. 3 on the way from Caitlin Shoemaker.
Tonight.
She's 2 for 3 from three-point range tonight for 6 points. Millers with a 10-point lead. Greyhounds had to get it across that 10-second line. They already had one foul or one violation called on them. A scramble under the net. Greyhounds come up with it. All the way across there to Baker. Baker takes the shot. She misses. Rebounded. Let's see who touched that last. Last touch by the Millers. I thought that might have touched a Greyhound, but it did not. And give the referees credit. They had the best angle on that, Perry.
Smithman getting a little break, and Emily Woods coming in the ball game.
That's a good combination, the way Coach Buckley rotates those two back and forth.
Yeah, and then she can bring Danny Mendez in there too.
Yeah.
So
kind of
gives you a lot of different looks. That's the one thing.
You got a good 2 out of 3 there. In the corner, Lash thought about taking the 3. She did not. Under the net, Thomas back in the corner to Lash. Lash, she just barely missed that 3. Thomas with it, gets it tipped. Ashlyn Shade comes up with the ball. Thinking about driving all the way to the baseline. She gets it, and they're going to count the bucket.
A beautiful shot by Ashlyn Shade.
Oh, yeah. Classic Ashlyn Shade shot.
Absolutely.
And that one is going to go on number 11, Erin Baker. That will be her second foul, 5th team foul. Ashlyn Shade goes back to the line where she's 2 for 2, now 3 for 3, and 7 points here in the midway point of quarter number 2. Emily Roper trying to set the offense, kicked, or actually off the leg of Shade. All the way back across again. Greyhounds put it up. Shot by Riley Pennington. I think that's going to get Emily Wood.
That's her first.
Yeah, that is number 1 on Emily Wood, number 5 on the team. That'll put Riley Pennington at the line. She shoots 63% from the free throw line. So Pennington gets the front end.
She's got 3.
She's still got 3.
Yeah.
All 3 of those coming on free throws so far. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. Shoemaker puts the jump shot up. She misses. I think that might be away from the ball. No, that's going to be 2 shots. I didn't see her get fouled. But that is going to go against Riley Pennington, number 2 on her, number 6 on the team. Shoemaker goes to the line. Nothing but net on the first one, so she's 1 for 1 from the line, 7 points. Shoemaker shoots 57% from the free throw line. Boy, she looked like a...
that's an amazing thing how Shoemaker shoots from the line 57%, being such a great shooter.
And those free throws look great.
I mean, she's got a great shot.
Yeah, she does.
Tipped.
Can the Millers get there in time? Shoemaker was just about 2 or 3 steps behind it. So the Greyhounds will get the ball back. Emily Roper set to put the ball back in play. 2:49 here in the first half. Millers up by 14, 25-11 over the Greyhounds. Greyhounds with the ball, trying to get something going here. That one's tipped again, but into the middle. Under the basket to Mackenzie Thomas. Thomas was just wide open, and she was unguarded under that net. She had an easy layup there. Ashlyn Shade right back for a 3. Nothing but net for the super sophomore Ashlyn Shade. She's in double figures now. I've got her with 10. Greyhounds quickly down the court. Pennington back out under the basket to Thomas again. And Thomas has scored 2 quick field goals on the last 2 possessions for the Greyhounds. Shade all the way across. Brooklyn Ely with a shot. She misses. Rebounded by Caitlin Shoemaker.
Probably one of the shortest girls on the floor.
Yeah, Caitlin Shoemaker, great job. She's already got 10 points tonight. Her and Ashlyn Shade are both in double figures.
I think Ashlyn's got 8's what the scoreboard says, Brad, and that's what I got. So.
I've got her for 10.
Wow. See, the Millers are going to have to adjust a little bit of Thomas because she'll hit those shots inside. I know she missed that one there, but she's very capable of doing a good job inside.
Yeah, I've got Shade for 3. I got her for 3 free throws, 1 2-pointer, and 1 3-pointer, Perry. No, two deuces is what I got her for. And then maybe they didn't put that last one of those 2s up. We'll check at halftime. From the corner, long three, a total miss. Nice effort there by Riley Pennington to get that rebound and keep it in play. Mackenzie Thomas tried to get under the net. She just couldn't get away. Long three by Hannah Lash. She misses. We're at 35 seconds on the clock.
Oh.
A 13-point lead. Easy basket coming here for number 11, Erin Baker, and she's on the board with 2 points for the Greyhounds. 11-point lead for the Millers. 20 seconds in the first half. Shoemaker gets double-teamed under the basket, trying to get it under the basket. Back to Shoemaker. She's had the hot hand on the three so far tonight, and she loses it. And that's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go to the Millers with 5.9 on the clock. Got a little sloppy under the net there, Perry.
Yeah, I did. The last couple times down the floor, it's been kind of sloppy on both ends, really.
Ashlyn Shade ready to put the ball in play. Gets it to Wood. Shade, got to go quick here. That's going to be it. That's going to end the quarter. At the end of the half, it's the Noblesville Millers 30, the Carmel Greyhounds 19. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
When medical care is needed, where will you turn? With Community's Connect to Care program, one call or click finds you the closest open appointment. Request a time yourself or let us do it. From a primary care doctor or virtual visit to a med check or community clinic at Walgreens. Just call or click. You can go right to our website or to me. Connect to Care from Community.
For the past several months, I've been my kids' everything.
Their teacher.
Library media specialist.
Food service.
Building maintenance.
Nurse.
PE teacher.
But I'm about to get a well-deserved timeout. With my kids back in school, I can do what I do best, be a mom. But it's up to me and you to keep our kids in school. And to do that, we're going to have to show some class. That means checking their temperature in the morning. Anything above 100 degrees means our children need to stay home. We need to lead by example by wearing our masks and modeling good social distancing to our kids. We need to make sure our kids avoid crowds and large gatherings outside of school. That includes slumber parties, playdates, and family reunions. We need to schedule a test for anyone in our family who may be exhibiting signs of COVID. For kids, those symptoms will include fever, fatigue, and a change in taste and smell. And let's be sure to keep our kids home if they're waiting for COVID test results or just feel crummy. So join me in having some class by supporting our educators and keeping our kids in school.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
Are you tired of watching your favorite IHSA broadcasts on your small mobile device? You can now watch them on your TV with new apps for Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. Brought to you by the IHSAA and Blue Frame Technology.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry-out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
We're back here to Mill, Noblesville Millers 30, the Carmel Greyhounds 19. About 4 minutes left to go here before the start of the second half. I want to thank some of our sponsors, Van Alsdale and Farrar. Van Alsdale Farrar is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County Television. Van Alsdale Farrar is a 106-year-old Indiana company specializing in information, communications, print, and business processes. We are business technology simplified. Carpenter Realtor, Jamie Carmesino. If you're planning on making a move, why not call a realtor with hometown experience? Jamie Carmesino has connections and a commitment to the community. She has raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmo at 317-490-3735. Gaylord Electric. Gaylord Electric is the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by the genuine care for people. Gaylord Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County sports. Brad, you know, as we've, been thankful every game that we get to broadcast another game here in girls basketball, we're right around the corner for sectional time.
Yes, we are, Perry.
I mean, the Millers only got 6 games left after this one tonight, and Carmel's got 8. So, and we're already 12 and 15 games. Millers have played 15, Carmel 12. So we're right in the middle of.
We sure are. And, you read the various publications around Indianapolis, and depending who you read, you look at the sectional, and every one of the teams in the girls sectional that Noblesville and Carmel will play in are in the top 10.
Absolutely.
And every one of them is ranked, and it's going to be, to say the least, an exciting sectional tonight. And so it should be should be a good time.
Yeah, the one thing about it, if you look at this week's polls, Fishers is number 5, Southeastern is number 7, Carmel's number 9, Noblesville number 11, and Zionsville number 14.
Yeah.
And the other thing about that is, Brad, is when you look at the Sangram numbers and everything, all these county schools that's in that sectional have the toughest schedules in the state of Indiana.
Yeah. There is no doubt that I was just chatting with Richie Hall a couple of minutes ago, and there's just no doubt that this sectional 8 in 4A here in the state of Indiana, it's not only number 1 in my estimation in the state of Indiana, but it's got to be one of the top ones nationwide. I mean, it's just it's just absolutely loaded top to bottom, and it will be the unfortunate thing is five of the best teams in the state are going to be done in 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
And that's a shame, but I mean that's that's the way things go.
And we've known that in Indiana basketball. That's the way it's set up, and it's the way that ping pong ball bounces.
Oh yeah, yep, it is. I want to send a shout out to Gary Smitherman. He is the uncle of Brooklyn Smitherman. He just sent me a text. He says, "Hey, is the game on tonight?" So I sent him back and said, "Yeah, just check www.hctv1.com and you will be there." And he just sent me a text back. He said, "Oh, the game started. Thanks." So great to hear from Gary.
Yeah, he's part of one of our good sponsors.
Yeah, part of the Van Alstyne and Farrar team. We are back to action here at the Mill, second half action. Initial possession went to the Carmel Greyhounds. They pick up a quick foul on the Millers, and it looks like that's probably going to go on, I believe, Emily Wood. That's going to be number 2 on her, and it's going to send, I believe that's Riley Pennington, isn't it? Yeah. Riley Pennington goes to the line for her 5th free throw of the game.
That's a mouthful, man.
Yes, it is, which she makes. Gets number 6. So Pennington, now the leading scorer for the Greyhounds with 6 points. Miller's up the court quickly. Ashlyn Shade looking to set the offense. Mallory Miller looking for some help. We're on the corner to Shade. Shade has 8 points so far in the game. A little bit below her scoring average, but she'll probably bust out of it during this half, like she does so many times. Miller's unable to penetrate the defense of the Greyhounds, and Shade finally does and gets a shot off, and it's finally rebounded by the Carmel Greyhounds, and they're quickly down the court. Emily Roper with it. Gets tipped, goes into the hands of Emily Wood. Ashlyn Shade had it, but Riley Pennington poked it away from her. So a little bit of sloppiness here in the early going in this half, Perry. Pennington takes the jump shot. She's got 9 points for the Greyhounds now.
And all 4 in this half.
Yes, sir. Greyhounds have cut the Miller lead down to 7 at 30-23. Shade out beyond the line, takes the 3. Looked pretty good from this angle, but was just a shade short. Oh, that's a bad thing to say. A shade short on a shot by Shade.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times real quick. Oh, don't we have fun here at the old gym?
At the old mill, man.
Yeah. Going to have a foul called. This one is going to go against the Greyhounds. That's going to be on Mackenzie Thomas. First foul of the half. Miller's trying to get on the board here in the
nice
second
move
half.
by Mallory Miller there.
And Mallory Miller does it. She gets her 4th point of the night. Both these teams have shown a lot of good ball movement so far tonight, Perry. I'm impressed. That one's going to be last touched by Aaron Baker. She was trying to keep the ball in bounds, and when she tipped the ball, her foot was on the baseline.
You know, that's one thing, too, we're blessed here in Hamilton County is we have many, many girls basketball coaches. I mean, outstanding coaches.
Yes, we do. That's going to be an offensive foul called against Mallory Miller. That will be her first of the game, first of the half on the Noblesville Millers by Mallory Miller. A little bit of full court pressure there by the Millers.
Yeah,
and
she traveled.
Mackenzie Thomas turned and took a step before she put the ball on the floor. So the Millers will get it right back. They commit a turnover. Greyhounds commit a turnover. Millers come up with the ball. Millers with a 9-point lead at the 5:15 mark here, quarter number 3. Under the basket. Nice little jump shot there by Emily Wood, and she's got 8 points tonight.
Give the assist to Mallory Miller. A good pass there.
Wood averages 4.7. She's got 8 so far tonight. 3-point attempt by the Greyhounds falls short. Ashlyn Shade with the rebound over in the corner. Reagan Wilson with it. Notice how the Millers have been getting down the court a little bit quicker in this game, Perry?
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's one of the reasons that they got the lead here. Shade takes a 3.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net by Ashlyn Shade, and she's got 11 points now. Leading all scorers in this game. Thomas all the way across the court. 3 from the corner for Hannah Lash. And Hannah Lash gets the 3, and we're going to have a timeout called here. So let me remind you, you are watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Celebrating over 29 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in that last-minute signage and banners. Serving Noblesville, Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200 or visit them on their website, loganstreetsigns.com.
Well, Perry, the Greyhounds came out and put a few points on the board and had this lead cut down into single figures, and then all of a sudden the Millers come back, and a little bit of hot shooting by Ashlyn Shade along with Mallory Miller and Emily Wood, and they are back to an 11-point lead. So I think Aaron Trimpe was sitting there and saying, hey, we better see if we can put a Band-Aid on this before this gets too far out of hand here.
Yeah, enough's enough, and Aaron Trimpe, one of the better coaches in the state.
Not only a good coach, nice young lady.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, boy.
What a block by Pennington.
Yeah. Jump shot by Shoemaker.
Yeah,
nice
she was
block.
among the trees there.
Now the Millers get the ball right back. Here comes Mallory Miller. That one was blocked by Emily Roper, and the Partisan Carmel fans to our left do not like this call at all. They thought that was all ball, and from where we're sitting here, that was close.
Yeah, but I think she got a little body there.
Yeah.
But,
So Roper picks up her second foul. That's going to put Mallory Miller at the line for 2. Gets the first. That gives her 5 points for tonight. First free throw for Mallory for the evening. She shoots 62% from the line. As a team, the Millers shoot 71% from the free throw line.
Of course, Ashton shoots 86, so
yes.
that helps the average a lot.
It does.
Because she shoots a lot of free throws.
Mm-hmm. Miller steal the ball down to Mallory
pass.
Miller. Nice move by Miller, but she can't get the ball to go down. And Ashlyn Shade with the rebound, and she gets fouled. We'll have to see whether they're going to call that a shooting foul or not. I don't believe they're going to. I think they're going to say that happened before she got into the shooting motion. And that is going to go against Riley Pennington, one of the seniors on Aaron Trimpe's team. And that could come back to hurt this team a little bit. As quick as the Greyhounds pick up a foul, the Millers do now.
Emily Wood.
Wood picks up her third. So we got 2 players with 3 fouls, one on the Millers, that being Emily Wood, and one on the Greyhounds, that being Riley Pennington. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the second half. 3:23 remaining. Millers steal the ball. Shade with it. She puts it up. She gets the roll.
Oh, my gosh.
She ran into the defender from Carmel, got the ball up, and Ashlyn Shade picks up her 12th and 13th points of the night. That's going to be a reach-in on Emily Wood, and that's going to be her 4th. So that's going to bring Jayla Jones into the game. Need to have Wood's height in there probably later in the game, Perry, and I imagine that's probably what Coach Buckley is thinking.
Absolutely.
Rather than risk that 5th foul this early. She's such an asset on the defense. All the way across, a long 2 on the way by Hannah Lash.
Lash has played a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, she's got 10 points, the leading scorer for the Greyhounds. Jones with a 3. That's going to be a little bit long, and it's going to bounce back and up over the backboard. So that 13-point lead will remain for the Millers with 2:48 here in the third quarter at 41-28.
Lash is only a sophomore for Carmel.
Oh, my. There's just
right through the hands.
Yeah, a little mental mistake there by Mackenzie Thomas. She saw that ball coming. I think she just took her eye off that ball for a moment.
I think she was wondering where she was going next.
Yeah, she was kind of anticipating the next move and ended up having the ball sail right through her hands. So the Millers get a break on the turnover. Trying to add to their 13-point lead. Ashlyn Shade with it. She's got 13 points so far in this game. Tipped by the Millers into the hands of Shade. Now into the corner. Short. And rebounded by Hannah Lash. Lash has had a good game for the
and she's also got the assignment of guarding.
Yeah.
Ashlyn Shade, too.
Yeah, nice job of trying to keep that in bounds by the Greyhounds, but it goes into the hands of Caitlin Shoemaker. Shoemaker tried to get it to Shade, but that was cut off by Aaron Baker, and Baker gets the ball back. Back to the three-point line. That one, oh, boy. Evan Spidell trying to get that ball, and it finally bounces off one of the 2 Millers that were guarding her, but bottom line is the Greyhounds will get the ball out of bounds on the far side of the court. Hannah Lash will put it back in play. Erin Baker's only scored 2 points in this game, but she's been doing a great job of setting plays up, Perry. Shoemaker with a nice anticipation there. She drives the lane, does not get the roll. Ashlyn Shade gets the rebound and picks up the ball and picks up 2 points, and she's at 15. 7 points away from her season average. Here's Lash once again. That one is going to go on Reagan Wilson.
Brad, one thing about Ashlyn is, if people who have not seen her play, yes, she goes like that the entire game.
Yes, she does.
And yes, she never comes out.
Yes, she does. She is the proverbial Energizer Bunny,
yes,
Terry.
She is.
On steroids.
Yes.
And I shouldn't say steroids. I don't mean it that way, but I mean just from an energy standpoint. Mackenzie Thomas with a 2-point goal. She's got 6. Into the corner. Jones thought about taking this shot. That one was tipped. Now they're saying that was off of the I think they're going to talk about that one.
I think he's going to tell them a tip. The ball was tipped.
Yeah, because I thought that was clearly tipped by the Greyhounds, and initially they were going to give the possession to the Greyhounds, but referees talked it over, and they got it right. That's the most important thing. Shoemaker with a long 3 just misses. Rebounded by Tori Tamalia. She's in the game for the first time tonight. Under the basket. That one is going up and down and finally ends up in the hands of Ashlyn Shade. And Mackenzie Thomas is going to pick up a foul. That's going to be her second. 4th team foul for the Greyhounds. 43.6 on the scoreboard clock here in the third quarter. Millers with a 13-point lead over the Greyhounds. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Our executive producer tonight, Jim Wofford, back in the station. Producer-director here on site, none other than the world-famous Will Wofford. Drives the basket. Caitlin Shoemaker gets the deuce. She's got an even dozen now, Perry. Also got Lucas Lacone on the camera tonight. Easy shot coming in here if she can make it. Yep, she does. And Aaron Baker gets a break toward the end of the quarter.
Oh, foul.
Long shot. And that will be the end of the third quarter with the score. The Noblesville Millers 45, Carmel Greyhounds 32. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies, corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with that same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out on their website, noblesvilletrophies.com. What about Gaylord Electric, the highest-performing national contractor of excellence? Since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon a cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylord, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County Sports.
Speaking of Hamilton County Sports, Perry, I think, where are you going to be Friday night? Are you going to be right here? You're at Westfield.
I'm at Westfield. Westfield girls versus Franklin Central.
But I think you and I are back here Saturday night, aren't we?
We're Saturday night here against Muncie Central. And by the way, that is Noblesville Senior Boys Senior Night.
Oh, that's always a great night. I really love seeing the senior nights. We are underway here in quarter number 4. Millers with a 13-point lead over the Greyhounds. Jayla Jones, Caitlin Shoemaker. Over to Reagan Wilson. She gets it to Ashlyn Shade. In the corner to Jones. Back to Shade. 3 on the way from Reagan Wilson. She misses. Rebounded by Hannah Lash. And we're going to have a foul called. And that is going to go against the Millers. That's going to be on Caitlin Shoemaker. That's going to be her first. Going to be the 6th team foul. So from this point on, with the next foul, the Greyhounds will be at least in the 1-1 for the rest of the game. Greyhounds bring the ball down. That one is just barely over the head of Riley Pennington. Another turnover for the Greyhounds, and Millers will take it back over. 13-point difference in this one, 45-32 in favor of the Millers. Danny Mendez in there. And the Millers have called a 30-second timeout. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Since the establishment of Church Hill and Anthem in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190.
Just a little reset on the game here, as you can see on your scoreboard at the bottom of the screen there. The Carmel Greyhounds have already used 3 of their timeouts. They have 2 timeouts left. Both of those are 30s. Millers just used their first one, so they've got all 3 of their full timeouts and 1 30-second timeout left. And shot arrow is in favor of Carmel right now. Millers lose the ball on the inbound pass. Right under the basket. Greyhounds get the ball back. And that, I believe, was Riley Pennington who got that shot.
Yes, it was.
And she's got 11 now. Jones to Shade. Shade puts the jump shot up. Boy, you can just about put that in the book when that leaves her hands, Perry.
Yeah.
This girl, I've seen a lot of very talented basketball players through my broadcasting career here in Central Indiana, but she is definitely one of the most talented I've seen. We've had we've had the pleasure of watching a lot of great basketball players through the years.
Absolutely. I mean, we just finished up with the one down in Southeastern with Sid Perry.
Yeah.
And she's playing out at Oregon right now.
And doing very well.
And we got Delk and Emily Kaiser and that's playing up at Michigan, and Tommy Taiwo at Iowa. So we've had a lot of great players we've seen that are playing at a very high level. And And this young lady may be one of those kids like Parrish that's going to be at a very high level school.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got to believe if they could have scouts in here, they would be looking her. And I would not be a bit surprised. And we've got a number of Division I scouts watching this game tonight, just watching her.
Well, the one thing about Ashland is even before she even played a varsity game, she had 2 D1 offers.
Oh, yeah.
So she's very, very talented.
Shot is up by Pennington. She misses, but she picks up the foul.
In fact, there's an article that's going to be in the Indianapolis Star maybe tomorrow or Friday about Ashland and talking to Coach Buckley about how she said when she was doing a basketball camp and, Coach Buckley said, I don't normally do this, but when Ashland was in the 3rd grade, I watched her, and I was at awe of the talent that she had, and she's still going strong.
I think it's a concession. I'm thinking of, I got the wrong word. Consensus is what the word I'm trying to think of. Excuse me. I think it's the consensus of most of the HCC coaches and the ones here in Hamilton County that Ashland Shade is probably, of all the freshmen last year, probably the top freshman in the state.
Yeah, absolutely.
Millers and the Greyhounds tie the ball up to the right of the basket.
But like we said, though, the one thing about it is Kate Clark, who is not playing tonight. I mean, she's a very top D1 player. And Bridget Dunn is a D1 player and has an offer. So she's probably was a shoe-in to be an Indiana All-Star.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. 3 on the way for the Greyhounds. That one is good. That's Hannah Lash.
Lash has got 13.
Yeah,
she's played an excellent game.
Yep, she's got 13 points. All of them on field goals. No free throws so far tonight. Reagan Wilson is double-teamed in the corner. And Coach Buckley calls a timeout. She's going to take a 30-second timeout. So we'll remind you that you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
You're planning to make a move? Why not call a realtor with a hometown experience? Jamie Carmesino has a connection and a commitment to the community. She raised 3 Noblesville athletes and is ready to help you with your real estate needs. Looking for a realtor? Call Carmel at 317-490-3735.
Hey, Perry, remember last week when we were talking about my young grandson, Alex? Well, he and his mom and dad surprised me yesterday. They called me up yesterday and said, oh, by the way, we're going to be in town this afternoon. So
well, that's what's nice.
Alex and my daughter Beth and son-in-law Jay, they're all down at the Hacienda down there in Fishers watching the game. I don't know if Alex is still awake, but he'll see it on the replay. But
that's right.
You've had the opportunity to have your daughter and grandkids in, and it's great to have the family here.
Yes, sir.
Millers put the ball back in play. Brooklyn Ely on the floor now. She just barely gets the ball to Reagan Wilson. Wilson is trying to get around the corner there, and I believe she's going to draw the foul on Emily Roper. That's who it's going to go on.
I'll tell you what, Reagan Wilson, only a freshman, and I can tell you she does not play like a freshman point guard.
Yeah. 6th team foul on the Greyhounds, so the Millers will be going to the line after this for the rest of the game. Millers being very careful with their shot selection now, Perry. I think they're really wanting to see what they can do to take some time off the clock. That was an illegal dribble there caused by the defense of Aaron Baker on Brooklyn Ely. So that's a turnover in favor of the Greyhounds, and they can cut this 10-point lead on this possession. Mackenzie Thomas, Lash. Pennington had it. She took a shot, missed, rebounded by Ashlyn Shade. 4:35 on the clock, still a 10-point lead for the Millers. Millers playing good defense here. Still have to make some shots here, but I think half the object here is not only getting a good shot, but take some time off the clock too. keep the ball out of the hands of the ladies in blue. Double team there. And Coach Donna Buckley calls a timeout before there's a 5-second violation. So that will have to be a full timeout for the Millers. They've got 2 left. And while they're talking it over, let's remind you, you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Van Alzo Farrar is a proud sponsor of Hamilton County Television. Van Alzo Farrar is a 106-year-old Indiana company specializing in information, communication, print, business processes. We are business technology simplified. You know, Brad, the one thing about it, after the boys' game I did last night, Noblesville and Pike, the fourth quarter, no games are ever safe because the Millers were down 14 points going in a fourth quarter and came back and won the ball game by 2. So.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I was thinking about you last night as you were doing this game. I was occupied at a couple other previous commitments last night, so I didn't even get a chance to watch the game. And I was opened up the Hamilton County Reporter this morning, and there's the story from our friend Richie Hall talking about that game last night. And the headline, of course, was that Millers stun Pike. And I thought, wow, what a game! What a great game for the Millers. That's a great victory for the Millers boys team. 10-point lead for the Millers. We're just about halfway through quarter number 4. Millers trying to hang on here and improve their season record to 13-3. Shot is missed, but there is a foul called. Mackenzie Thomas picks up the foul, number 3 on her, number 7 on the team, and I believe that'll be a 2-shot foul for Mallory Miller. She's already 2 for 2 tonight from the line. Gets the front end. So Mallory Miller with 7 points so far tonight. Ashlyn Shade, as usual, leading all scorers at 17. Second shot by Miller is up. Nothing but net. Greyhounds probably feeling a little bit anxious right now, like they got to make something happen here. Under the basket, drive by Hannah Lash. She gets fouled, so she is going to shoot 2. And I think that's going to go on Mallory Miller, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that'll be her 3rd. 8th team foul. That's going to put Lash at the line. She shoots 82%, so that's almost automatic. Point number 14 for her on the evening. $15 points now for the sophomore. Ashlyn Shade brings it up. Over to Miller. Shoemaker thought about taking the shot. She gets it knocked away from her. She got double teamed in there. Emily Roper was part of that, and she ended up getting the ball batted away by the Greyhounds. 3:26, right under the basket.
Oh,
that
nice
one
block.
Is blocked nicely by Emily Emily Roper. She's playing with 3 fouls, Perry, so she's got to be a little bit careful. She's got a little bit, little bit of wiggle room there, but not a whole lot with 3 fouls. Riley Pennington, number 23, she's playing with 4 fouls right now, so she's definitely got to be a little careful on the defense for the Greyhounds. Only one for the Millers with 4 is Emily Wood, and she is not on the floor right now.
Yeah, she's in there.
Oh,
now.
yeah, she is. I'm sorry, she did come back. That one is knocked out of bounds. Let's see who that's going to go to. And that is going to go to the Greyhounds. And that'll be on the baseline.
10-point difference here with 3:08 left to go in the ball game.
They're going to clean the ball up here. They picked up some kind of debris on it over by the wastebasket. So Mr. Steve, the ball cleaner, is going to take care of it for us.
Steve Shaw taking care of the basketball here. You know, the one thing about it, Brad, this fourth quarter, the Greyhounds have really turned up the intensity on the defensive end of the floor, doing a lot of double teaming and stuff. So
Well, the Greyhounds have scored 8 points this quarter. Millers have only scored 5, so they've made up 3 of the 13-point deficit that they had. I was wondering if he was kind of rubbing that like a magic lantern or something there. Trying to see if he could get a genie out of that thing. We'll go back to action here. Aaron Baker ready to put the ball in play. Baker looking for help, finally gets it from Emily Roper. Roper back under the net, and Mackenzie Thomas misses the pass. Emily Wood comes down with the rebound, but then Millers just turn it right over. I don't know if the Millers are trying to give the Greyhounds an assist here or trying to give the fans cardiac problems here toward the end of this game or not, under 3 minutes.
I sometimes wonder how these coaches stand all this pressure in this ball game.
Mackenzie Thomas with the ball in the corner. Pennington does not get the roll. Ashlyn Shade gets the rebound. 2:37 on the clock. Millers with a 10-point lead over the Greyhounds. Wood back to Shade. Miller's not in a hurry to take a shot here, but just looking for the
play
good
there by Mallory Miller.
Mallory Miller got that ball to Emily Wood, who was just totally open, just absolutely wide open. And Emily Wood picks up her 10th point of the night. We got a stoppage here.
Injury a little bit. I think Pennington took a
Pennington was a little slow getting up.
The Millers got 3 players in double figures, and
yes, they do.
And Mallory Miller's got 8. So.
And with that, the Carmel Greyhounds are going to take a timeout. That will be a full timeout. So let's remind you, you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Gaylord Electric is the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylord Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes. Insights fueled by our genuine care of people. Gaylord, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports.
Perry, we'd like to thank the Noblesville High School athletic staff. Athletic Director Leah Woolridge, saw her here earlier this evening. Rich Champion, our good friend Andrew Trissler, public address announcer, one of our cohorts, Craig Adkins. All of them are a great help to us to give us the information that we need to make these games possible for you. And we all do a little bit of homework before these games, but these guys provide us with a lot of great information.
And also the one that gives us a lot of information is the guy that's sitting right next to me in Richie Hall.
Yes.
He does an outstanding job with the Hamilton County Reporter. And, some of these scores are hard to keep track of and everything. And when we can wake up on a morning about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and Richie's always got those scores in there, box scores, and so it's a great help for us in our preparation.
Well, he is meticulous in the way he writes up and scores a game. I've watched over his shoulder a couple times. 3 on the way for the Greyhounds from Emily Roper, and she just picks up her 6th point of the game and cuts this to a 9-point lead with a minute and 57 seconds on the clock. Miller's got to get it over the timeline. They do. Under the basket, Caitlin Shoemaker puts the layup up, and she's got it.
That's how you're supposed to break that press.
Yeah,
right
nice
there.
move by the Millers to get 2 of those 3 points back. Miller's back to an 11-point lead here, a minute 38 on the clock. Thomas with the ball, looking for help, gets it to Pennington. Here is Lash with a 3-point try. She misses, rebounded by Shoemaker. Over to Shade in the corner to Wood. Wood back to Ashlyn Shade. Shade's the one they want to have it in the hands of. Obviously the best free throw shooter. Did you see that slide move there by Mallory Miller? Boy, she's in double figures tonight. 4 Millers in double figures tonight for their 56-43 lead. Coming up on 1 minute remaining here We'll just have to see who's that one's going to go against. That's going to be on Shade or it's going to be on Shoemaker. And it looks like it's going to go on Ashlyn Shade.
And that's her first foul. So.
And that is her first, and it's the 9th team foul.
Well, you have to say, I mean, they're even though they're short a couple players here on the Greyhounds, that's not an excuse for them. And they fought through this entire game here tonight.
Pennington with her 9th shot from the free throw line. She is 7 for 9 so far, 13 points on the game. Number 2 is up. It rolls around and out. So she's 3 for.
Wow.
Or she's 7 out of 10.
That's fouls on Roper. That'll be her 4th.
Yeah, Emily Roper picks up number 4, number 8 on the team. So Mallory Miller will go back to the line. She's 4 for 4 there tonight. Now 5 for 5. Picks up point number 11. Ashlyn Shade, the leading scorer for the Millers, followed by Caitlin Shoemaker. Then Mallory Miller, then Emily Wood. Mallory Miller picks up point number 12. Perfect from the free throw line tonight, 6 for 6. Kenzie Thomas with it. All the way across the court. Pennington takes the shot. She's fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2. See who this goes on. This is going to go on. Caitlin Shoemaker picks that one up. So that's 10 on the Millers. So for the last 44.5, the Greyhounds will be shooting 2.
And Pennington shoots a free throws pretty good tonight.
Yeah, she shot 11 free throws. She's made 8 of the 11 so far with 14 points. She can tie Hannah Lash if she makes this, which she does. She and Hannah Lash both with 15 points tonight.
Oh,
over the back there. That's on Riley Pennington. If that is on her, she is going to be done for the night.
I think she pretty well knew that was.
Yeah, she came right over the back. That is her 5th. 9th team foul of the half. So Caitlin Shoemaker will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Pennington with a good game tonight, 15 points on the night. And those were all divided up. Most of it came in the second half. The first 5 points came in the first half. Shoemaker misses the first free throw.
That's Brooklyn, right? It's in the ball game for.
No, it's Maya Berglund, 32.
Okay.
She's 32 now. Finally, the call is made against the Greyhounds, and that one's going to go on Aaron Baker. So now it's the double bonus for the Millers also, and Reagan Wilson goes to the line. She hasn't been to the line tonight. She's only got 2 points, but done a good job setting things up for Coach Buckley and company.
Well, point guards are supposed to distribute the ball, so.
I want to give another little shout out to Nate Cook and his family. Nate, one of the managers here on Donna Buckley's team, and his parents, Lynn and Matt Cook, good friends of mine, and I don't know if they're here tonight or watching, but I don't see them over across from me. Or we'll have to take a look, but good loyal Miller supporters. Matt, of course, been part of the Miller community and Noblesville community for many, many years. 8.5 remaining. Ashlyn Shade with the ball. She'll just dribble it out. So the final score here between the Carmel Greyhounds and the Noblesville Millers is the Millers 59 and the Greyhounds 46. A convincing 13-point victory for the Millers. They took control of this game early in the first quarter, Perry, and they never let up. Your thoughts on the game?
Well, I mean, it was a good game, good win for the Millers. The Greyhounds being a little shorthanded, but it's a win's a win, and
yes,
it gives the Millers a 13th win, and they're 13-3 right now, and with 6 games to go. So
the Greyhounds dropped to 8-5. It was not a conference game, so as Perry said, the Millers now 13-3 on the season. What a turnaround they've had this season, Perry.
Absolutely.
We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA basketball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating 29 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors: Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Van Osdell and Farrar Incorporated, we are business technology simplified, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Jamie Carmesino from Carpenter Real Estate. Visit HamiltonCounty.com and the Hamilton County Reporter. On behalf of our technical crew of Will Wofford, Jim Wofford, and Lucas Lacone, my name is Brad Silbert. Thank you for joining me tonight. Perry Williams, good night from the mill.